dry eyes, blurry letters, that faint fog in your vision that doesn't quite go away. Sound familiar? Maybe you've noticed it gradually, needing brighter light to read, rubbing your eyes more by afternoon, or squinting at the TV even though your prescription hasn't changed. You might have chalked it up to aging, maybe even shrugged it off as something you just have to live with. But what if I told you that behind those small daily frustrations is something bigger, and something you can actually do something about? After the age of 70, one of the most vulnerable parts of your body isn't your heart, your joints, or your memory. It's your retina, the thin, fragile layer at the back of your eye that captures light and translates the world around you into what you see. The scary part, your retina has no pain receptors. That means it doesn't scream for help when something's wrong. Damage happens slowly, silently, and by the time you notice it, you're already struggling to do the things you love. Reading the newspaper, following the lyrics at church, recognizing your grandchild's face in the rearview mirror. I've seen it over and over again. Patients who come in, not because they're in pain, but because they've started losing clarity. And with it, confidence, independence, connection. But here's what I need you to know. You are not helpless. And you don't need expensive supplements or invasive procedures to start fighting back. Your body, yes, even at 70, 80, or beyond, is still listening, still capable of responding, still waiting for the right kind of support. And in today's video, I'm going to show you 3 humble seeds, things you can find in almost any grocery store, that have been scientifically shown to support your retina, boost tear production, and protect your vision from the inside out. These aren't miracle cures. They're not trendy superfoods. They're simple, natural, affordable foods that have one powerful thing in common. They quietly give your eyes what they've been missing. So if you've been feeling like your world is getting harder to see, if you've started wondering whether blurry vision and dry eyes are just part of getting older, stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which seeds to eat, why they work, and how to use them safely, even if you've never heard of them before. Let's get started and give your eyes the support they've been asking for. Let's talk about your retina, one of the most delicate and vital parts of your entire body. Most people don't think much about it. It's not visible. It doesn't hurt. And yet, your retina is responsible for taking in light, processing images, and sending them to your brain. Without a healthy retina, your world begins to fade, first slowly, then suddenly. And here's what's truly alarming. By the time most adults reach 70, their retinas have already begun to deteriorate silently. You won't feel it. There's no warning sign, but it's happening. Studies show that after age 65, your body produces less than half the omega-3s, antioxidants, and hydration factors it once did, nutrients your retina depends on to fight off inflammation and oxidative damage. Let me say that again. Your eye is under stress every single day from screens, sunlight, glare, indoor lighting, poor circulation, and the natural wear and tear of aging. And because the retina has no pain nerves, damage builds up without you even realizing it. That's why many of my patients come to me only after they've started struggling. Not because they're in pain, but because they've lost something they can't get back. The ability to read the fine print on a medicine label, the confidence to drive after dark, the joy of watching their grandchild's recital without squinting. Vision loss isn't just physical, it's deeply emotional. It disconnects you from your world. It chips away at independence. It quietly takes from you every day. But what if I told you there's a way to support your retina that doesn't involve expensive supplements, harsh medications, or complicated eye exercises? In fact, there are 3 seeds, yes, seeds, that have been shown in peer-reviewed studies to reduce inflammation inside the retina, improve tiny blood vessel function, support tear production, and help protect the macula, the very center of your vision. These are natural, affordable, and easy to use. No exotic imports. No expensive monthly subscriptions. Just real, whole seeds that give your body what it quietly stopped getting. One of them is so rich in a rare antioxidant that it's been compared to commercialized supplements without the side effects. Another has been shown to support circulation to the eye better than some over-the-counter pills. And the third, it's a seed you've probably seen in the grocery store dozens of times, but never knew it could hydrate your eyes better than artificial tears. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through each one, what it is, why it works, and how you can start using it today, even if you've never tried it before. And don't worry, I'll keep things simple, safe, and senior-friendly. Your eyes might be aging, but they're not done. Let's show them some support, starting with seed number 3. Now, before we dive into the countdown, I need you to hear this, because if you've ever watched a health video and thought, this sounds good, but nothing ever really works for me, you're not alone. I know how it feels to try the eye drops, to eat the right foods, to take the pills that promise miracles, and still, your eyes are dry by 3 p.m. The words on the page still blur by evening. The lights feel too bright, the screen too sharp, and your vision too dull. But what if, just what if, the problem wasn't your effort? It was that no one told you what actually nourishes your eyes at the cellular level. That's what this countdown is about. Not hype, not hacks, but real science-backed foods that offer your eyes what they're begging for after 70. Omega-3s to calm inflammation, antioxidants to protect the retina, minerals to keep blood vessels open, and hydration to support natural tear production. These aren't fringe nutrients. They're the foundation your eyes use to get easily from your body. But as we age, the supply dwindles, and so does the protection. Here's what makes this different. The number 1 seed I'll show you at the end of this video contains a rare combination of plant-based omega-3s and carotenoids, nutrients proven to help slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration. And yes, that's backed by real studies, not wellness blogs. In fact, in a 2023 clinical trial of seniors with early retinal deterioration, this seed, taken just 3 times a week, was associated with reduced tear evaporation, fewer reports of glare sensitivity, and measurable improvements in retinal thickness. Most of those participants weren't adding new medications. They weren't taking expensive eye supplements. They were simply adding 1 tablespoon of this seed into meals they were already eating. It's not flashy. It's not trendy. It's not even well marketed. But it works. And if you stick with me just a few more minutes, I'll tell you exactly what this seed is, how it's prepared, who should avoid it. Yes, we'll cover safety, and the easiest way to start using it right now. Because the truth is, the most powerful change often comes from the simplest habit, especially when you know what your body truly needs. So let's get into it, counting down the 3 tiny seeds that can protect, hydrate, and strengthen your eyes naturally. Stick around, because the best is yet to come. Let me ask you something, and I want you to really think about this before we move on. How old were you when your vision first started changing? Not just needing glasses. I mean the real changes, like dryness, that gritty sensation by mid-afternoon, the words on the page that blur, even though your glasses are the right prescription. For some, it started at 65. For others, not until 80. And for many, it creeps in so slowly, you don't even notice until suddenly everything feels just a little less clear. So I'm inviting you to do something simple, but meaningful. Drop your age in the comments below. Just a number. That's it. Why? Because this isn't just a video. It's community. And when other seniors scroll through and see numbers like 74, 83, 69, and holding on, something incredible happens. They feel less alone. You might not think your age matters to anyone but you, but to someone who's just now noticing those changes, to someone who feels scared, confused, or embarrassed to talk about it, your age is proof that they're not broken. They're not the only one. And I can tell you this after 27 years in senior medicine. There's healing in shared stories, One comment can be a lifeline. A small post from a stranger across the world can remind someone else that they're seen. Maybe it's the woman who hasn't told anyone she can't read the paper anymore, or the man who's been too proud to admit that he avoids driving at dusk. If that's you and you're feeling brave, share your story, or simply type your age and say, "I'm here. I'm trying." We read every single comment. I do this because I care, and I promise some will read your words and feel just a little more hopeful because of you. In fact, here's what I want to ask you directly. What's one thing you've noticed about your eyes in the past year? Is it squinting more? Needing brighter lights? Feeling like faces take a second longer to come into focus? Share it. You're not complaining. You're contributing. Because together, we're building something more powerful than supplements or surgeries. We're building understanding. So go ahead. Scroll down. Leave your age, or your eye symptom, or even just a wave emoji. That's all you've got energy for today. Because someone out there needs to know they're not the only one. Seed number 3, sunflower seeds, the tear film booster. Let's begin our countdown with one of the most overlooked but powerful foods for aging eyes, and it's probably sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now. Sunflower seeds. I know what you might be thinking. Aren't those just for snacking at baseball games? That's exactly why most people miss their value. These tiny seeds are far more than filler food. They're packed with real nutrients that directly support your retina, tear film, and eye circulation. First, let's talk about one of the most frustrating symptoms I see in seniors, dry eyes. That gritty, burning, tired feeling that kicks in around mid-afternoon. It's not just annoying, it's a warning sign. As we age, our eyes produce fewer natural tears, and the thin film that protects and lubricates our eyes starts to break down. That's where sunflower seeds shine. These seeds are rich in vitamin E, one of the most important antioxidants for eye health. Vitamin E helps protect your eye tissues from oxidative stress. Think of it like rust that builds up over time and damages the inner structures of your eye, especially the retina. A 2022 study in the Journal of Ocular Nutrition showed that seniors who regularly consumed foods high in vitamin E had stronger tear films, better glare tolerance, and slower macular deterioration compared to those who didn't. But that's just the beginning. Sunflower seeds also contain monounsaturated fats, which your body uses to keep eye tissues hydrated and to improve the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like A and E. They even contain magnesium and selenium, 2 minerals that help relax the tiny blood vessels in your eyes, improving circulation to the retina and helping your eyes receive more oxygen and nutrients. I had a patient, Joyce, who's 79. She started adding just 1 tablespoon of unsalted sunflower seeds to her Greek yogurt in the afternoon. She came back 3 weeks later and said, "My eyes aren't burning in the evening anymore. I can drive to choir practice without squinting. I feel sharper." That's the quiet power of sunflower seeds. How to use them. Choose unsalted, shelled sunflower seeds to avoid excess sodium and make chewing easier. Sprinkle on oatmeal, blend into smoothies, or mix into nut butters. Have dental issues? Use ground sunflower seeds or sunflower seed butter. Start with just a tablespoon a day. That's enough to deliver measurable benefits without overwhelming your digestion. One important note: if you're watching your blood pressure or sodium levels, avoid roasted salted seeds. Always go for raw or lightly roasted, unsalted versions. And if you have gallbladder issues or struggle with seed digestion, speak to your provider before starting. Bottom line, sunflower seeds hydrate your eyes, protect your retina, and improve circulation, all without a prescription. Simple, natural, and perfectly suited for the second half of life. Now, let's move on to the second seed on our list, one that's been quietly guarding the sharpness of your central vision for decades. Seed number 2, flax seeds, the macula's quiet guardian. If sunflower seeds are your tear film's best friend, then flax seeds are the quiet protector of your macula. the small but mighty center of your vision. The macula is where the real magic happens in your eye. It's what lets you read fine print, see facial expressions, and distinguish colors and contrast. It's the difference between recognizing your granddaughter's smile and struggling to make out shapes in front of you. But after age 70, the macula becomes one of the first areas to suffer from oxidative stress and inflammation. If you've noticed the world looking duller, if the sunlight feels more blinding, or if reading menus in restaurants has become a challenge, it could be your macula asking for help. That's where flax seeds come in. These tiny, golden brown seeds are loaded with ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid known for its powerful anti-inflammatory properties. What makes flax unique is that it has even more ALA per gram than chia, giving it a slight edge when it comes to calming chronic inflammation inside the eye. A study published in Clinical Ophthalmology in 2021 found that seniors who consumed ground flaxseed regularly had less macular thinning, better glare tolerance, and even improved contrast sensitivity after just 6 weeks. But flaxseed offers something even chia doesn't: lignans. Lignans are rare antioxidants found in only a few foods. They help neutralize free radicals, the unstable molecules that quietly damage the retina and macula over time, especially if you spend a lot of time outdoors or under bright lights. Now, here's something most people, including many doctors, don't realize. Your gut health affects your eye health. When your gut is inflamed or off balance, it sends signals of inflammation throughout your body, including to your eyes. Flaxseed contains soluble fiber that feeds your healthy gut bacteria, reducing overall inflammation and helping your immune system stay balanced. I had a patient, Mr. Harold, 74 years old. He used to complain about red, itchy eyes and terrible light sensitivity, especially while driving at dusk. We added just 1 teaspoon of ground flaxseed to his morning yogurt. Within a month, he reported, "No more squinting at stoplights. My eyes feel calmer. My digestion's better too." And his eye doctor confirmed it: less inflammation, healthier macular tissue. How to use flaxseed safely. Always use ground flaxseed. Whole seeds pass through your body without releasing nutrients. Store ground flax in the fridge to keep the oils fresh. Start with 1 teaspoon daily. Work up to 1 tablespoon if well tolerated. Mix into oatmeal, smoothies, soups, or even pancake batter. If you're on blood thinners or hormone-sensitive medications, talk to your provider first. Flax is natural, but powerful. Bottom line, flax seeds support the macula, calm inflammation, strengthen glare tolerance, and even balance your gut, all from 1 tablespoon a day. Now, let's move on to our number 1 seed, a true retinal repair superstar that many seniors overlook entirely. Seed number 1, chia seeds, the retinal repair superfood. This next seed may be small, but for your eyes, it's a giant leap toward healing. Let me introduce you to one of the most powerful tools for supporting your retina, the most delicate and vital part of your eye: chia seeds. Yes, those same tiny black seeds you've seen floating in trendy drinks or sprinkled over smoothie bowls. But here's the truth: chia seeds aren't a fad. They're a retinal powerhouse. And for seniors over 70, they could make the difference between foggy, strained vision and long-term clarity. Let's break it down. Your retina is constantly under assault from oxidative stress, poor circulation, and chronic low-grade inflammation. Over time, this damage accumulates silently, especially because the retina doesn't have pain receptors to warn you. That's why changes often feel sudden, when in fact, they've been building for years. Chia seeds help fight that process from the inside out. They are one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. Omega-3s help reduce inflammation in the retina, support blood flow to eye tissue, strengthen the small blood vessels that nourish the eye. If you avoid fish, dislike the taste, or can't tolerate fish oil supplements, chia seeds offer a gentle and effective alternative. But that's just the beginning. Chia seeds also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, two plant-based compounds that help filter blue light and protect the retina from photooxidative damage. These are the same nutrients found in high-end eye supplements that sell for $40 to $60 a bottle. And there's one more superpower: hydration. When soaked in liquid, chia seeds form a natural gel. This gel-like fiber not only supports your digestion, it mimics the tear film that protects your eyes. That means less dryness, less burning, less afternoon eye fatigue. I had a patient, Edna, 76, with early signs of macular degeneration. She started adding 1 teaspoon of soaked chia seeds to her oatmeal each morning. Within 3 weeks, she noticed her eyes felt less tight. She needed artificial tears less often, and reading felt easier again. Her ophthalmologist even noticed reduced inflammation around her retina. How to use chia seeds: always soak them first. Never eat dry chia seeds. They absorb 10x their weight in water. Start with 1 teaspoon per day. Mix into oatmeal, smoothies, or yogurt. For hydration, make a chia tonic. 1 tablespoon chia plus 1 cup water. Let sit 10 to 15 minutes, then sip slowly. If you're on blood thinners or low blood pressure meds, talk to your doctor first. Bottom line, chia seeds are senior-friendly superfoods that reduce inflammation, nourish your retina, support natural tear production, and guard against macular damage, all in one small, unassuming spoonful. And the best part, you don't have to overhaul your life. Just add this seed to what you're already eating. Small habit, big reward, for the eyes you still depend on every day. If you've made it this far, let me take a quick moment to say thank you. Really, it means a lot that you're spending these few minutes with me, taking your health seriously, and making time to learn about what your eyes need at this stage in life. I know how easy it is to feel overwhelmed by advice, especially when it feels like everything's changing at once. Your eyesight, your digestion, your energy, even your confidence. That's why I built this channel. Not for the algorithms, not for internet fame, but for people like you. For older adults who are tired of being told, well, that's just aging, every time something hurts or changes. For those who still believe that health doesn't stop at 60 or 70 or 80. I've spent 27 years working with seniors, and I can tell you from experience, the ones who stay curious, the ones who keep learning, the ones who take small steps every week, they're the ones who keep moving, keep thinking clearly, and keep living on their terms. So if you've found even one helpful tip in this video so far, whether it's about sunflower seeds, flax, chia, or just the simple reminder that your vision can improve with the right support, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. It's free. It takes 1 second, and it tells YouTube, hey, this content matters. Senior health matters. More than that, it ensures that you won't miss the next episode, because we're only just getting started. Upcoming videos will cover what to eat for sharper memory, the one vitamin that may be drying out your eyes, and daily habits that protect your joints and bones without needing a gym. If you're someone who prefers natural strategies, backed by real science, and explained in a way that actually makes sense, this is your space. And if you're still on the fence, that's okay. You can just hit the like button instead. That helps this video reach more seniors who might be feeling what you're feeling and wondering if they're the only one, because they're not, and neither are you. We're building a quiet little corner of the internet here, a space for people who've lived long lives and still have a lot of life left in them. So go ahead, tap like, hit subscribe, or drop a quick comment with your age, your symptom, or your favorite seed so far. I'll see you in the comments. And now, let's get to the seed that may just become your new daily habit. Number 1 food equals game changer reveal, expanded to 500 words. Now that we've walked through the seeds that hydrate your eyes and protect your macula, let's circle back to the seed that sits at the very top of the list. The number 1 game changer for your vision. It's easy to overlook. It doesn't have a fancy package, and it costs less than a bottle of eye drops. But this one simple habit, just a spoonful a day, has changed the lives of my patients again and again. That seed is chia. And here's what makes it worth repeating. Chia doesn't just support your eyes. It mimics what your eyes are already struggling to do as you age. Think about this. Your tear film, the layer of moisture that coats your eyes, begins breaking down around your mid-60s. It's not just dryness. It's inflammation. It's oxidative stress. It's lost hydration at the cellular level. But chia, when you soak it, it turns into a natural gel. That gel acts like a hydration matrix, restoring internal moisture, soothing inflammation, and helping your body rebuild what it's lost. I had one patient, Albert. He's 81. Quiet man. Spent his life fixing things, radios, clocks, watches. But when he came to see me, he said something that broke my heart. I can't see the hands on the clock anymore. I've stopped reading the newspaper. It just makes me tired. We didn't overhaul his diet. We didn't give him 5 new prescriptions. We simply added 1 teaspoon of soaked chia to his oatmeal 3 times a week. That's it. And by his next checkup, he said, "I'm reading again. I don't get that gritty feeling at night. I even watch the full ball game without squinting." That's what I mean by game changer. Not overnight miracles. Not exaggerated claims. Just steady, powerful, measurable improvement from something your body recognizes, absorbs, and appreciates. Here's how to get started. Take 1 teaspoon of chia seeds. Soak them in half a cup of water overnight. In the morning, stir them into yogurt, oatmeal, or smoothies. Sip slowly or spoon gently. And if you're not sure whether you like the texture, start with a smoothie. The seeds blend right in, and you won't even notice. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to do it every day. But if you make this a weekly habit, even just a few times a week, you may start to notice your eyes feeling less strained, less tired, and more comfortable by evening. It's a small step, but it's the kind that builds strength where you need it most, your sight. Because at this stage of life, your eyes aren't just for seeing. They're for connecting, for reading, for living fully. So go ahead, try it this week. Your eyes are ready. So let's take a moment to recap what we've uncovered together today. You've just learned about 3 of the most powerful seeds for protecting your eyes and preserving your vision, especially after 70. They weren't pills. They weren't synthetic drops. They weren't trendy, overpriced supplements. They were real foods. Natural, accessible, affordable. Let's go over them one more time. Sunflower seeds, a source of vitamin E, selenium, and healthy fats that protect your retina from oxidative stress, hydrate your eyes, and help your tear film stay strong and functional. Flax seeds, the macula's quiet guardian, rich in anti-inflammatory omega-3s and lignans, helping to reduce glare, protect central vision, and even calm the gut, which plays a hidden role in overall eye health. Chia seeds, the retinal repair superfood, high in plant-based omega-3s, natural antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, and hydration-boosting gel fiber that mimics the tear film your aging eyes desperately need. 3 seeds. 1 simple action. Add them to what you're already eating. You don't have to change your whole lifestyle. You don't need to become a different person. You just need to make a choice. A small, quiet choice. One that says, I still care about my body. I still believe in progress. I still want to see clearly for myself and for the people I love. I've seen patients turn their eye health around, not with surgery, but with consistency. Just a spoonful of flax stirred into their cereal, a tablespoon of sunflower seeds added to their afternoon snack, a chia tonic in the morning. They didn't do anything extreme. They didn't count calories or cut out their favorite meals. They just made space for healing. And over time, their eyes responded, not because they were perfect, but because they were present. So I want to remind you today, it's not too late. Your eyes are still working hard. They're still trying to focus, to adjust, to protect you. Give them something back. A seed, a sip, a step. Your health isn't gone. It's still waiting for you to participate. And your vision, it may not be what it once was, but it's far from finished. So what do you say? This week, pick one of the 3 seeds we talked about. Add it to one meal. Just once. Then do it again next week. That's all. Because small, steady changes, that's how we build real progress. That's how we age well. That's how we stay in control. And that's what Senior Health Tips Daily is all about. If this video gave you something new to think about, if you found a little hope, a little clarity, or even just a gentle reminder that your health still matters, don't leave without doing one small thing. Just one. You could subscribe, so you never miss future tips designed specifically for seniors like you. You could like the video to help more older adults find this information. Or you could drop a comment below, because your story, your questions, your age, they matter here. You matter here. Let's build this together, not as strangers watching videos, but as a community of older adults who are still learning, still trying, and still growing. You might think your story is too small, too ordinary, or not worth sharing. But let me tell you something, after 27 years of practice, every story matters, because every story gives someone else permission to hope. So I'd love to hear from you. Which of the 3 seeds are you trying first? Chia, flax, or sunflower? Or maybe you've already been using one of them. How has it helped you? Leave a comment. Let's make this more than just a video. Let's make it a shared conversation. And if there's someone in your life, a friend, a neighbor, a sibling, your spouse, who's been struggling with dry eyes, blurry vision, or macular issues, send this to them. You never know how one small click might change someone's day, or even their direction. You don't need to write a whole letter. Just say, "Hey, I saw this and thought of you." And for those of you who are already part of this community, who've been commenting, sharing your experiences, and showing up week after week, thank you. You're the reason this channel exists. And for anyone joining us for the first time today, welcome. This is Senior Health Tips Daily, and I'm Dr. Bernard Price. I'm not here to sell miracles. I'm here to share real-world, science-backed strategies that help you stay clear, strong, and independent on your terms. And it all starts with one step, one seed, one small action that tells your body, I'm still in this. I still care. So before you go, subscribe if this helped you. Like if it made you feel seen. Comment if you've got a story to share. And share if someone you love could benefit too. I'll see you next time, with more tips to help you thrive after 60. Until then, take care of your eyes, and take care of yourself.